Okay, I think I got it this time.
Now they can hear you, Jeff.
Oh, let's try this.
Hey, bro, you mind putting on some pants? I find it a little weird I have to ask twice.
Pants at a time like this, I don't have any.
It just wouldn't be a live show if we didn't do something to completely just go off the rails right at the beginning. But it's okay because, hey, it's another edition of Are We Wearing Pants? The main show of the Feeding the Monster podcast feed. We are the Monsters. Hi, how's it going? I am one of your mini hosts, Mark Kmeyer, as you see, and I am joined by our usual suspects, Corey Morissette. How's it going up there?
That's going not too bad. Jeff totally screwed up the intro, and I'm very upset about that. After he was proclaiming to the whole group how good he was at this, and it turns out he's not very good at all. Jeff, explain yourself.
I was just trying to stay on brand, guys.
On brand is what we're all about. Speaking of brand, John, how's our brand doing?
Our brand sucks ass. I fucked up on Friday, and now I'm eating this boneless bullshit here. We'll talk about that later.
I guess we will. I guess we will. Yeah, we are doing this. We're doing this live, and look at that. Christy McGee is ready. McGee is always ready. No matter if we do this live, if we do this on another day, pre-recorded, she is our dedicated audience, and we appreciate you, McGee. Even if we sometimes get a bit juicy with our comments, shall we say? Anything to add to that, John, Jeff, Corey?
Sure.
Well,
No. I mean, he said John first. I'm just saying.
Get with it, Brown Study.
I'm eating these very dry, non-juicy wings here.
Zach Anderson thinks that Thomas is locked in the van. I can neither confirm nor deny, but you know who can? Jeff, what gives?
He's not in my van. For those of you listening next week on the podcast, I've got to say the first comment that went up was Christy McGee telling us that she's wearing "Are We Wearing Pants" underwear. And if you join the $137 tier on our Patreon, I fucked that up. On our Patreonizer, you too can have AWWP underwear.
It's very important. It's patronizer, where it's a completely different thing. It's more important that way.
Patreon wouldn't take us, so we had to affiliate with Patronizer. Same with Twatch. If you guys want to subscribe to our Twatch channel, Jeff and I play Monopoly religiously on there. So by all means, log in and comment.
Before we go any further, I've seen a couple of comments about the other guy. He's no longer with us. I demanded some great King's Papaya hot dogs from Manhattan. He left Canada at some point to go get them. We haven't heard from him since. I canned him because he didn't show up in time for the show. Fuck that guy. Rodney's in charge tonight. We're not even going to mention that guy's name anymore. We're moving on. Boneless wings, bitch.
That's right. He actually, we demoted him as well. He's no longer a producer. He's not even engineer anymore. He's now our intern. So you can call him TTI.
Yeah, whoever was in charge for demoting TTI and then promoting Rodney, we will have words later because fuck Rodney. Anywho, you guys, we have such a fun show for you lined up because we always have a fun show lined up for you. We can, I think, you know what? I'm going to pass it to John. John, why don't you tell us what we have besides you eating people? That's what I think your boneless wings are. Why don't you tell us what we are in store for tonight?
Okay, so since it's obvious nobody reads the notes that I barely bother to write, let's go with this.
I'm reading them now.
Well, I'm glad that you're doing some prep.
That's what I do.
So on Friday, I support Mark Riley I was on his show and I fucked up the Zachs. There's two Zachs. There's a very good Zach who supports us. Then there's this other Zach who talks about sausage. Good Zach who supports us is a little crazy Zach in that he thinks these boneless buffalo wings are wings and not just chicken tenders with buffalo sauce on them. So as punishment, I'm publicly shaming myself tonight by eating this bullshit. After that, we're going to talk about Soylent Green, Wild Kingdom, What the Flock, Screw Netflix and chill. It's time to blockbust your nut. Lil Dicky commentary and Finding Bigfoot. I'm not explaining shit. We're just going to get to the show.
I feel like we need to jump ahead into one topic beforehand, before we get into your mix-up, because there's a lot of chatter about eating people, and you have here on the notes Soylent Green. Zach Anderson thinks Thomas would taste better grilled, and I am not going to comment on that because I don't eat Thomas's. And there's Rodney. Great. So Soylent Green, is it people or is it just a new flavor of meat that we have yet to embark on?
So to help you out here, you can eat people. Okay, you can eat ass. People do eat ass. Good men eat ass. Jeff eats ass.
That's what we're in store for tonight. Eating ass.
So technically, ass is people. So you could eat people, Mark.
I see. I am very sorry we started off with that subject. Let's go back. Let's go back and talk about your mix-up here. So you screwed up the Geek Out Hangout on Mark Riley's channel, and you confused one Zach for another. Why did you do that, John?
So I was a little overzealous Friday night, and I really wanted to make a sausage comment. And in trying to make the sausage comment, I called on Zach, who's chicken Zach, not sausage Zach. I immediately recognized my error and tried to pivot to a chicken comment, but it was way too late. It confused Mark Riley. It confused a lot of people on the Hangout. So I went on Twitter immediately and publicly shamed myself and told Zach, as punishment tonight, and because he's such a great supporter of the show, I would eat this bullshit on the show. So what I did was, just to prove that they're not wings, I ordered chicken tenders, and then I poured hot sauce on them, and now they're bullshit wings, right? So I'm eating bullshit wings on the show. Zach, this is bullshit wings for you.
Corey, boneless wings are just fancy chicken tenders, or they are also wings, true or false?
First of all, I'd like to send a note to my 8-year-old who's watching. Go to bed. What Uncle John says, don't listen to him. He's very, very bad influence. No, everybody knows in order for it to be a wing, it needs a bone. Everybody knows that. We've all agreed. We've discussed this ad nauseum on this damn podcast. No, John is eating chicken tenders and being kind of a dick about it. Buffaloes don't have wings. Thank you, Christy.
There you go. But Jeff, if Sasquatch had wings, would you eat them?
Whoa, I don't know, but that would be glorious.
I love confusing you with random questions, and that's fine because don't get Sasquatch out of your brains. I'm sure it's going to come into topic later.
He never leaves my brains.
Never. Okay. So John's eating boneless wings. They're actually chicken tenders. Yeah, I agree with Corey. We have talked about that ad nauseum. I don't think we need to go any.
So just to give you guys some detail, though,
Fun Buy is eating buffalo sauce.
No, but I want to help you out, Mark, because I did buy some really good Quaker Steak and Shake hot sauce, and it is fantastic. I highly recommend it.
Cool. You know what we should talk about though? Because I frankly have this question. Why did no one apologize to McGee for the juicy, moist Frasier talk?
Because it's one of our best bets.
Look, I'm still not happy with any of you about the amount of disrespect paid on Twitter against the beloved television program known as Frasier and its wonderful gloriousness. I'm still mad at you all, and I'm still in the process of my heel turn because of it. So I want that to be known.
You know what? I've come around a little bit. I don't want to upset you or Christy anymore. You're one of our partners here on the Pants panel. Christy is our beloved fan. and I want to do something that's going to piss her off even worse. So I want to make sure I stay on her good side as long as I can and say Frasier is okay.
I will accept okay. It's fine. And that is why Rodney is fired right there. And there was another comment. It went by way too fast, but McGee said, "Hey, John, while you're at it, put some pineapple on it."
I would put pineapple on the wings because the wings are bullshit and bullshit belongs on bullshit.
Fair
and
enough.
that's fine. I would also, while I'm enjoying the wings and the bullshit pineapple, I'd watch bullshit Frasier because that all makes sense together.
I hate you so much that the only thing we can talk about what's next?
And then to redeem myself, I'd eat some ass.
Well,
Technically, pork's ass is ham. So when we're eating ham, we're eating a pig's ass.
there a pineapple slice has a hole in the middle.
Are you saying a pineapple is just an edible glory hole? Because I think that would make our Canadian brethren really happy.
No, it's too moist.
So my favorite thing about the pineapple is how juicy.
No. Let that one sit for a second.
No,
because that was well played.
No, it was well played, and I was just going to tag team it with some to notify Christy how juicy the inside of a pineapple is. If you can take that little glory hole and stick your tongue through it on it, and you get all the juiciness of the pineapple onto your moist tongue.
What's next? I think we have a link here. Can anyone bring up the link for the next topic?
Hey,
All right, I'll go ahead. I'll take this. What you're looking at, people, that is. I hesitate to say that's a human being because I think humanity has yes Binkley, yes, that's yeah, I know. Hey, look, don't whatever. Anyway, the point is we need to look at this thing on the screen because humanity has left this poor bastard behind. This is no longer a man. This is a cursed individual. This is Gollum from Lord of the Rings. Montana man arrested after his best-selling jerky is found to be made of human meat. There's your Soylent Green teas we did earlier because guess what, folks? Middle Earth is real and we are living in it. Here we have Smeagol, aka Gollum, making human meat into jerky. I mean, Jeff, I feel like this subject is right up your alley because you seem like a man who enjoys Slim Jim and the famous jerkies out in the world. Would you eat Montana jerky made by Gollum?
I would not.
But he looks. But look at this. This. I apologize. I'm not supposed to call you by your last name, Christy. Sorry. He looks. Look at that face. How could you say no to that face? Don't you feel pity? Don't you want to help him? Don't you want to help rid him of the burden?
No, he looks like a creepy version of Benjamin Buttons.
He does. It's like if Benjamin Button was his zygote infused with an elf. Corey, what do you make of this?
well, I was reading ahead on the article, Mark, and it turns out about once a year in the summer, this man, Gollum, hires a new helper for his store. Summer's a busy time, and I can use the extra help for a few months, said Arnold. What he neglected to say, but was later found out by authorities, that 3 of these men had been reported missing. So he would just hire some extra help throughout the summer, kill them, and then dehydrate them and turn them into jerky. Which, if you've ever been to Butte, Montana, not that hard to believe.
Not that hard to believe. I'm more surprised that he was able to find the help because there is nothing in Montana except for hills and plains and I guess a cavalcade of human jerky.
Do you think the one ad said, "Need help filling refrigerator"?
I mean, I
Maybe he had a free range by the back of the store for the guys to just wander around.
Yeah,
Free
Zach
range human.
if that is in fact your grandpa, I'm one run, and also I'm sorry.
Okay, and 3, it makes sense why you eat bullshit wings because your grandfather likes really crappy meat, right? So the guy's name is Shep Arnold, and you know his store. He owns a general store. It's Shep's store or whatever it's called.
Ships.
You come rolling into Shep's and you're like, hey man, I need a job. And he's like, I'll give you a job for the summer. and then you never see Labor Day, because you're on the shelf.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see that movie.
Well, apparently there was a canine unit dog was having a field day sniffing out all this random assorted meats, and I mean,
let me ask you guys a question, because we're looking at Shep right now, and
Mhm.
Mark accurately labeled him Gollum.
yeah, that's Gollum.
But if we were going to cast this movie right now,
Clint Eastwood.
kind of like, well, okay, I mean, Corey in there, hot with Clint Eastwood.
Don't even got to think about it. Clint Eastwood.
I mean,
But just so you know, the setup is a Tusk style movie where a young lad comes in for the summer to help in the store,
mhm.
and then eventually turns into jerky by the end of the film. So you have to both cast Clint Eastwood on Corey's movie and whoever's playing the young beef jerky. So we're gonna call him Shep and Beef Jerky, and are the two.
It's so easy. Shep is Clint Eastwood, and the meat is Zac Efron. Done.
I mean, I think you nailed it on the on Jerky Boy, Zac Efron. I think that, but you're missing the obvious answer here. Is we put Andy Serkis in a mocap suit and we turn him into Montana Shep.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Trey says Dan Aykroyd from Nothing But Trouble. That's a good call.
The problem with
Man,
the problem with Zac Efron is he doesn't have enough fat, and I would assume you would want some marbleization in the meat.
I mean, I'm not a jerky connoisseur or anything, but I'm pretty sure like fat's what you don't want in jerky. At least I think. I don't know. Somebody in the comments who is well adept in jerky processing, please let us know.
So I'm gonna pitch you guys my Jordan Peele movie here.
Mm-hmm.
So the way I see it, it's John Boyega plays the young lad looking for work. Alessandra Daddario plays his girlfriend who's going to come seek him out towards the end of the film and discover the horror.
Oh boy!
And I'm going to have Chevy Chase play Shep.
You know what? Fair enough. They say, isn't there like the urban legend that if you eat people that it makes you obese?
Yes.
So I mean, Chevy Chase is morbidly obese right now, so it tracks.
I mean, I feel like he's both my build and Corey's build, and I feel like that's a mean thing to say, Mark.
So Rodney's fat. Eat him.
You guys totally missed the best line in the whole article. Authorities were stunned as many of them had enjoyed Shep's jerky.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, they're stunned. All right, stunned by like, wow, it's so delicious though. And now they have a taste. They have a taste for it.
So if you eat someone, I'm not talking about eating ass, but if you like actually eat someone and you don't know it, are you still a cannibal?
You would know if you ate vagina, Jeff.
Yeah, that's not what I mean, though.
You probably know if you ate ass as well. So I'm going to say accidental cannibalism can be. Well, no, because I think cannibalism implies directly.
Does it have to be voluntary? I mean, like if you, I'm talking about these cops. They ate the jerky. Does that make them cannibal police?
Yes.
Well, if they have a taste for it now, then I'm going to go ahead and say yes.
Even if they don't have a taste for it, I think it's just the action of eating something that is your own. Like crocodiles are cannibals because they eat other crocodiles, right?
So like when I was a kid and I bit and ate my fingernails, does that make me a cannibal?
No,
Yeah,
because that's not really
absolutely.
the meat. No, that's not the meat though. Like
Oh, okay.
I used to bite my fingertips. That makes me a cannibal, right? Like,
Oh,
right.
So
You have the meat in there.
we're
The word
learning.
you guys are looking for is anyway, and we can segue to something else.
Yeah. The moral of it is stay out of Montana, folks. You don't want to end up being jerky. Let's talk about something. Speaking of pigs and eating things, remember that time we were talking about the wild boar?
Yeah, last week when the wild boar who stole the man's laptop and ran away.
Yes. Well, now we got another boar. What we got going on? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about him, McGee.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. We fired him.
He was fired. Yeah.
So this boar here was out for a swim and ran up on a beach.
I mean, it's hot out. He wanted a refresher. And
And you see-
he'd see that he
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they just belted him in the face with a shovel.
with a shovel, and dude, look, I feel for the boar. He's just out having a leisurely swim. There are no rules that say boars aren't allowed on the beach.
No, you know what I'm going to point out that I see in this video? You can see a lot by not seeing things. And I see lazy fucking sharks right now.
I mean, there's that too. You know what I see? Wait a minute. When was this taken?
I don't know. I don't look at dates. Do you?
Because if this was recent, there is not a single person wearing a mask out there. And if this is recent, I hate every one of them, and I wish the boar would just plow them over.
That's a good ad there.
Ooh,
I'm glad.
yeah.
I'm glad.
Nice. Yeah, we get no money.
I wear
that.
for every you. Aw. See, I wish I was controlling the ads. I could be scrolling all sorts of cool stuff right now, like 30 ways to improve your jawline. That looked like a good article. But
I was wondering if someone was going to point that out. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know what else to say about that. It's funny. It's hilarious that a boar decided to go swimming, and when people got all in his face about it, he's rightfully so. He wants to. What is happening? What was that?
That was weird. I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Jeff,
It
This is
wasn't
what happens
me.
when it's live. When things happen. We're
So
gonna
do you
bring it up.
think the piggy was pissed that the laptop he stole last week wasn't waterproof?
Probably. That's why he came after Homeboy, and then Homeboy hit him with a shovel. Why do you have a shovel on the beach?
I feel like the guy lucked out that he was the guy with the shovel, and the boar decided to swim up to him. Because if it was the guy without the shovel, he would have got gored by that boar.
It's true. Maybe we're looking at it a different way. Maybe Pumbaa was just looking for Timon because Timon can't swim very well, and he's just looking out for his buddy. And when nobody spoke up or tried to help him, he got pissed.
So,
I'm with Pumbaa.
So I want to talk to Zach for a minute. Zach just put up a comment about boars being fantastic swimmers and to leave them alone. If bacon's in the water, it's up to the shark to eat the bacon, right? Like that's the shark's responsibility. And I feel like it's a shark's loss and lazy sharks wherever that place is.
I think because maybe the boar wasn't bleeding that it didn't attract the sharks.
That's a myth.
there's larger questions here too. Like boars aren't normally found on beaches. Where did he swim from?
I mean, like I said, I know Africa's a long way away, but I think Pumbaa was just looking for his buddy. And you ever see that movie, The Adventures of Milo and Otis? When the poor puppy lost his kitty buddy, and he got stuck in a box down a river, went through all kinds of hell, and that little pug did not stop until he found his best friend again. I think what we're looking at is something similar. I think that boar was looking for his little meerkat buddy, apropos Milo and Otis.
Okay, I'll buy that for $1.
Damn straight. You mentioned sharks, John, and I think there's a reason why. Do we have something shark related we can talk about?
Yeah, we got a couple of shark stories. It's the summer.
That was the cue to bring up the next
There we go.
bit. There we go.
Ooh,
That's a
what's now
segue.
It looks
From
like
Long
commercial.
Island. This is your neck of the woods.
Yeah, so we've been having a lot of shark sightings. So the beaches which have been closed mostly because of coronavirus are now closed because of bullshit sharks in the water.
Mhm.
So they keep spotting sharks. They have almost 20 now that they spotted in Nassau County, which is like the inner. If you're looking at Long Island, it's like the inner armpit of Long Island, close to Jersey. There's a lot of sharks out there. I don't recommend like buy a pool, people. Why are you still going to the beach?
just buy a pool. Just buy a
Yeah.
pool.
I get we live on an island. It's kind of a sad bullshit island, and you can go to the beach and get some sand in your food if you want. Let the ants crawl all over you, but you go in the water, and the sharks are going to show up.
Right.
Why would you want to swim with sharks? Like what would make you want to do that when you can go to a pool?
The adrenaline.
Would you punch a bear in the face?
If I knew that bear wasn't about to bite me, and if the bear was causing harm, yeah, I'd punch a bear in the face.
So wait, if the bear was causing harm, and then you also knew it wasn't going to bite you, Corey, can you jump in with some logic here?
I kind of sided with you, John. Why? That's why I live in Saskatchewan, which is as far away from any body of water you can physically get on planet Earth, just to avoid sharks. Although now I see on Shark Week, Mike Tyson got in the water to punch sharks. So at least we got somebody on our side that's capable of taking sharks out for us. But yeah, I don't care if the pools are sold out. Just you don't have to get in the water. I haven't been in water in 43 years.
That's who you want to punch a shark. If there's anyone that's going to be around to punch a shark, you want Mike Tyson to do it.
Damn right.
That's like a fantasy scenario.
Hold the phone, guys. Sharks are known to bite limbs off, right? An ear is a limb. Okay.
In what universe is an ear a limb?
Well, it's like hangs off of you, right?
I believe they call that an extremity.
Yes.
Right. So Tyson bites limbs off. Sharks bite limbs off. Maybe Tyson's a shark.
Sure. He looked more like a bulldog to me, but sure, I will go with shark.
Could be a bull shark.
A bull, yeah, okay, bull shark. So basically, I think to sum this up, don't go to Long Island because they are sharks abound. So not a good endorsement for your neck of the woods, there, John.
Yeah, can I get some advice, Jeff? What should I do because I live on Long Island?
Stay out of the water.
Yeah, stay on the island
until those sharks are mutated and grow some legs. I think you're good.
So what you're saying is all I have to do is stay off the beach and I'm fine.
as long as you're not in the water. I think you're okay.
Didn't you see Jaws? Stay out of the water, off the beach, and you're good.
Oh,
but I think the bigger question is,
don't be like the mayor and just stay put.
When Shark Week has Mike Tyson punching a shark, does that mean that Shark Week has jumped the shark?
No, it means Tyson's punched a shark square in the face, Jeff.
I just want to see video footage of that. Just of Tyson punching the shark. That shark, that he punched that shark so hard that its family died.
I honestly look. I've seen Tyson around pigeons. He's one of the most gentle people on the face of the planet. I don't think he punched a shark.
But if he ever decided to punch those pigeons, you'd be rid of them.
They would explode like a Randy Johnson fastball hit him.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Randy Johnson would throw a pitch at a shark. I feel like Tyson would try to punch the pitch to protect the shark.
That's a real thing, folks. Randy Johnson killed a bird throwing a pitch.
It exploded.
Yeah. Is anything else shark related we should bring up? I think Jeff, this is exciting for you.
Yes. So I saw this as one of these clickbait ads on YouTube, and I started watching the video to this ad, and I couldn't look away. It's like the cutest thing. I don't understand how it works, but it looks real. When you go down to pet it, it even growls and bites at you.
It growls?
It's just amazing.
It growls?
This is what technology should be used for.
Hey, it's only $26.51 Canadian right now. That's like $8 American.
So does it growl like Jaws 4, Jaws the Revenge?
It's like a cute little baby growl.
The only kind of growl I want to hear come out of a shark's mouth, if it's even possible, is the eruption of a Godzilla-like roar.
Oh, I would like that. Like if it growled like a baby, I'd probably throw it against the wall. I kept my kids because they're adorable.
Yeah.
This thing, if it growled like one of my kids growing up, I'd punt it out the window.
Yeah, well, it growls like a baby, so you probably would waste your money on it, John. But I would totally get one if I wasn't saving up for getting a lady robot.
Sound like Ron Funches. Oh, Rodney, that was a classic one. Rodney, can you scroll down? There's actually a little GIF of it in motion.
Oh, please, can we see that?
If you just scroll down the page a little bit, it's on the right hand side.
Flush shark. I don't know if that's lifelike per se, but whatever. We'll go ahead and. Well,
that's horrifying.
That is horrifying. That's what the hell? No, I don't. No, I changed my mind.
Awesome,
I don't want this.
right?
I don't want this at all. That's
It's
weird.
so adorable.
So I want to point out how anatomically incorrect this is right now.
Yeah.
When you put a shark upside down, it goes into like a zombie-like state. It hypnotizes it. Killer whales realize that, and they will turn great white sharks, upside down before they carve out their liver and eat it. So the fact that killer whales even know that shows you how dumb the people who developed this are.
Who's been teaching you words, Rodney? Shut up.
I think it's beautiful. I think it's a magic baby shark, and that's why it can lay on its back and not be in the water.
For only the small price of Canadian dollars 26.51. This is an oddly specific number. I don't know how that translates to American.
So it's 19.99 American. So that's why it makes sense.
Oh,
right?
I see.
Yeah.
That's still weird. Yeah, thank you, McGee. That's exactly what it looks like a Tickle Me Elmo, but it's a shark. So like Tickle Me Shark, I don't want to do that at all. No.
I think I would like this thing if it were life size, right? Like if it were like a 6-foot bull shark, and I could tickle it like that, and then like people come over my house and like, look how tough I am, and I tickle a shark's belly, and it like cuddles up like that. I feel like that makes me look manlier, right?
That would be adorable.
I don't know if manlier is the word I would use, but sure. Well, it's fun to dream, and it's good to have dreams. So don't let it go, John. Never let your dreams go.
I have this wooden tiger head here. I can't carry this around with me to feel manlier sometimes.
Did you get that from Charlie Sheen?
No, I got this. I went to Vegas and I visited the tigers that Siegfried and Roy used to own. And I bought this in memory of the tigers. It's like it's like a log that they carved into.
Oh, the Rodney signal is going off. Apparently, we have breaking news.
Breaking news.
What?
Do we?
We've never had that before.
Is this a new bit? What is this?
Dare I ask?
Life can be tough.
Let's see. An Australian man punched a great white shark so he could save his wife from an attack.
Mike Tyson? Mark Rapley.
Here's the quote. When you see the mother of your child and your support, everything, that's who you are. So you just react. You just get off of that calf. That's all I can. You just get off that calf.
Get off that calf?
That must be an Australian
no.
manner. I don't know.
Clearly the shark was biting his wife's calf and he went running into the water and punched the shark in the face.
You just gotta get off that calf. Or is that what Australians sound like?
I'll be fair. Even if it was one of you guys and the shark was biting your calf, I'd be like, yeah, sorry, man.
Well, I'm not running in the water and watch.
Listen to this. Like, when a 6.5 foot to 10 foot shark, that is a huge margin. Which is it? Is it 6.5 feet?
Mark, in fairness, if you're looking at the water and watching your wife's leg get bit off, you're not sitting there going with your tape measure going, oh, that's about a 10-foot shark. Like you're not, you just guesstimate, right? Like it's bigger than 6 feet.
I mean, yeah.
This is why you bring a metal shovel to the beach, just in case.
You're right. I retract my earlier statement about the Pumbaa attacker. If that is why he brought the shovel, thinking it was a shark, no, McGee, we would not let a shark eat you.
Each one of us could say we would go save McGee.
We will. We absolutely. Okay. Is there video footage of this guy punching the shark?
I will be honest, McGee. If we were hanging out at the beach together, first of all, I don't think that if you and I are hanging out, we're at anywhere near a beach. But if that ever happens and we're at the beach together, and then the shark bites your calf, okay, I will throw a life preserver your way and hopefully try to drag you in. But there's no way I'm getting in the water with that thing.
Just grab a hold of it and I'll pull it.
And then I'll try to pull as hard as I can.
So basically, you just threw her into a tug of war match between you and the shark. My money's on the shark.
I just gave her an honest answer, Mark. That's all she's asking for.
You're right.
Now, in fairness, this is John. So the odds of him getting that little donut out to anybody in distress is slim to none.
Oh, it's a hard no, Corey. Like, let's say the wind's even blowing.
He's already tucked tail and run away. Like, nope, I'm not seeing it. I didn't see it.
Let's say I have the wind at my back, right? It's maybe going like a yard or two tops. It's probably going in the wrong direction. Chrissy's looking at the shark, just going like, just take me already, because there's no shot in hell that I have that kind of accuracy with my arm.
You're right. You're right with your accuracy, and I'm sure she appreciates it. And now she knows not to go to the beach with John. As far as the rest of us go, I'm pretty sure we would. Yeah.
Now let's play the rest of this out, right?
Hop along, McGee.
Okay.
I would
jump in the water.
How far into the water is she?
Well, I'm figuring she's got to be at least knee deep, right? For a sizable enough shark to get her.
Yeah, I'm willing to let traveling Pumbaa take the hit on that one. Yeah, the water boar will save you. Let's hope the water boar saves. But if there's no water boar, and if I can get to you in a fairly quick manner, yeah, I'll punch that shark.
So wait, are you sitting there waiting to do the math on how long it takes you to get there? Because it sounds like you're trying to reason it out in your head.
Well, because I don't want to be made a liar if I just say I'll straight up do it. It doesn't matter, and then the situation come about and go, oh wow, she's like way out there. I can't get to her.
What I'm hearing from you, Mark, is you're gonna sit there and right now you're saying I'm gonna jump in the water. In real time, you're gonna be like, yeah, man, like I told her not to go into knee deep.
I didn't say that. I just said it's probably not if she's way far in the water, it's probably not beneficial for me to try and wade out there. It'll be too late.
Right?
But I would be yelling for help. I would be screaming for the water boy to show up.
Okay. Okay. What about Jeff now? Jeff, what happens if Christy is getting her calf bit off by a shark?
Well, I have two thoughts on this. One, I'd like to think that I would run out there and do like a David Hasselhoff and then punch that shark in the face. But if I'm not able to get there fast enough, they have very lifelike prosthetics, and, it would kind of make Christy part girl robot. And that's kind of hot.
Okay, I'm going to shift to Corey now before
Bionic McGee.
Yeah, the $6 million hashtagger.
Corey's the manliest of us all.
Nice.
So I want to hear how Corey probably comes in riding a moose back and riding into the water, charging that, right?
Your gut. I do whatever the hell I can. Unlike you monsters, I'm a father, so my fatherly instinct would kick in. And if it was Christy, if it was old Handsaw, if it was Zach, doesn't matter. I'm jumping in there. I'm punching that shark. And if it's Christy, as I'm dragging her back, I'm singing tossed salad and scrambled eggs to soothe her.
So just to make it clear, Corey, Jeff and I love our kids, which is why we're not risking life and limb. Because we want to be dads till an old age.
I was wondering if anyone was going to pick up on that. And I'm pretty sure they got kids, but it's cool. It's like,
I know they got kids. They're also the ones saying, I would hang back because I have a chicken shit, not me.
I didn't say it. Hey, Mac, I'm throwing her a life preserver. I just have no accuracy. It's not.
You're throwing it poorly. Like it's not even worth the effort. You might as well go back to your buffalo wings there, big boy.
Corey, I can't even shoot a t-shirt cannon straight.
Well, who can? Those things are unwieldy.
Yeah, those are ridiculous.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
But you mentioned we keep coming back to the buffalo wings, and it's just chicken. But I think we have something chicken related that we can talk about. Boneless chicken shit. Nice, McGee. But wait, which one of us is the boneless chicken shit? Is it John or is it me?
I feel like it's all of us.
Yeah, it's probably all, except for Corey with that like super Captain America like answer he just gave up. So
I get the weirdest ads on Facebook, guys. Last week I brought up the Home Depot was trying to sell me a cardboard box. When we got started, I had that whole salmon flake thing. Now they're trying to sell me this flock chicken skin chicken chips. It's a thing that people are apparently eating. It's kind of like the jerky what Shep was doing, but it's chicken chips. It's flaked chicken skin. Corey, you're an adventurous eater. What do you think?
That's a nice way of saying I'm a fat tub of shit. Thanks, John. I would not eat chicken skin chips. God, no. Yeah, even though it is keto friendly, which is good to see, and high in protein, but $24 for an 8-pack of flaky chicken. No, I don't think so. Chickens are incredibly gross. If anyone's ever been on a farm knows they eat their own shit. They eat other chickens. They eat dead chickens. Unless they're completely breaded and deep fried, I don't want any chicken. So no, count me out.
How about you,
suggesting that they're chicken cannibals?
Guaranteed. If anyone chickens eat other chickens.
Yeah, they totally do. My thought on this is this. I mean, I've been eating pork rinds for years. I don't see how this is a whole lot different. It's just from a different animal.
That's kind of a good point, albeit a gross one. But yeah. But look, you guys, you're not taking in the pro in all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Gluten free.
Dude,
So you
Isn't that
don't
what it's all about?
have to pay for the gluten.
No, it's free.
Nice.
so what I can tell you is, I bought 12 of these chicken tenders and poured the hot sauce on them
Mhm.
for like $30, right? Okay, this thing's $24 for a couple of flakes of chicken skin, right? Now this is really highly breaded, well contained, and it's got some meat on the chicken, right? Like I'm cutting into it. You can see the white meat there for people on the camera right now, which we're live, and it's tasty and delicious. Why you would only, why you would waste $24 on like chicken skin? I have no idea.
I don't. First of all, if you paid $30 for the heap of shit that you're eating over there, then I'm sorry, but that's on you.
Yeah, I kind of envision this coming from a place called Buffalo Bill's Chicken Skin Farm, where he rubs lotion on the chickens all day.
And then it just turned into something just so much worse. I don't know what's worse.
Occasionally, he gives them the hose.
I just saw Christy asking how I could be eating right now, and the reality is I'm always hungry.
It's true. And look, in that vein, apropos of nothing, a Blockbuster, the last Blockbuster out there, has now been converted into an Airbnb. Now, for the younger kids in the audience, a Blockbuster Video was a place you could go to rent movies before on demand, before streaming. You had to go to a place and physically pick up either a VHS or the DVDs when we had them. And Blockbuster, once after a while, the video stores have kind of died out. No one knows what they are anymore. And one Blockbuster has held on for dear life all these years later. And now someone had the, I'm going to say, genius idea to convert this last Blockbuster into an Airbnb so that you can have virtually a complete 90s experience. And as someone who is very 90s influenced, I got to say, I think this is amazing. And I want to go to it. Corey, do you have fond memories of a Blockbuster in Canada?
Oh, absolutely. When I was going to film school in Regina, Saskatchewan, there was a Blockbuster opened up. And first time I saw movies like Shawshank Redemption, we don't get every movie that opens up in Saskatchewan, right? So you got to wait for video. I even owned a video store in the early 2000s that I tried to model after a 90s Blockbuster. So I'm all in for this. This looks fantastic. Even that bedspread, if you look at the, if you got kind of go through the pictures, the last picture, you see the fold-out couch and the bedspread looks like something out of Saved by the Bell. Yeah, there it is. That's fantastic.
Like
That's
literally,
nice.
I think that is a Saved by the Bell themed comforter. That's what I think that is.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That is gloriously 90s. John, would you stay in this Airbnb?
I don't know how to tactfully say this right now, but I always think about two things when I think about Blockbuster. I think about, the back shelf of movies that I would scan every Friday night. And I think about all the windows. There's a lot of windows. And they're asking me to stay at this Blockbuster, which is fine. And I'm not going to say I have a date or I get romantic and I want to turn down the lights and get romantic with my date. But let's say I'm in the room by myself and I'm watching a super hot movie or something, and I want to spank one off, right? What do I do? Do I have to, close all the curtains before I go ahead and do that? Or am I putting on a show for everybody? What's going on here, guys?
I have an answer, and the joke's on you because Blockbuster didn't put out those kinds of movies. So you're
I can tell you how many of those kinds of movies I have paused scenes from. I'm sure I know Jeff pretty well. Jeff's a pauser too.
Sometimes you got to take a pause for the cause.
You know what? It's that. Well said, Jeff. Well said. But am I reading this correctly? $4 a night?
Are the late fees?
Yeah, that's cheaper than a new release. That can't be right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, based on what I'm seeing here, if it's one guest, $4 a night. How?
If you pay more than $4, does Brie Larson fall through the roof?
Wait, are they renting?
Please?
Are they renting beds that are all in the same Blockbuster? So if I'm now taking care of business, say to Jim Belushi's classic 80s film, Taking Care of Business, Is somebody taking care of business in the bed next to me?
Well, I can tell you this, McGee, FTM Blockbuster Party, I'm all for it unless John is preparing to take care of business while he's in there. Otherwise, I'm out.
No, I can answer John's question. John, the answer is there's nobody in that Blockbuster Airbnb with you because odds are you're fucking a 6-foot baby shark doll.
Oh, I definitely would.
Yeah,
I was
no one's
gonna
gonna want to
offer-
be there for that.
If we do the feeding the monster sleepover, I will bring the Oreos, guys.
Ooh, and I will bring the Act 2 popcorn.
I like how Mark definitely didn't get why I'm bringing Oreos with me.
No, I got it. I'm just changing like tactics here. Nice try there, John.
Yeah, I'll bring the chicken skin.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Are you gonna choke it first before you skin it?
Or both.
That's probably best you don't go, Christy, because John will be fucking a shark. If you have a prosthetic foot, Jeff's going to want to get with you. It's going to be all sorts of bad. Just stay away.
You don't want to be involved with that. Look, if this thing's $4 a night, then I don't see how this place isn't just hopping right now. I don't know. Maybe
COVID,
that's a typo. I
No,
guess,
no.
yeah, I get it, but you can take precautions, and that's ultimately what we want to.
Like wear a rubber?
Obviously, wear a rubber.
I was just saying I was with myself, so even by myself, I have to wear a rubber now.
Man,
Yeah,
that's your own
we should,
prerogative.
we should book this for a Wednesday night when the new releases come out.
Oh, that's a good call.
And
We
you know what?
should.
It's only $4. Remember, there's no kitchen. It's only a half bath. There'll be no shower or bath or anything. Under amenities, it has things like fire extinguisher and a carbon monoxide alarm. I don't know if those are really amenities.
When you inevitably do burn that popcorn in this really shitty 90s microwave we have provided for you, you're going to need this fire extinguisher to put it out. Good news, though. It's only a $4 charge to stay here.
Wait, what if we bring a hot plate and Jiffy Pop? Can we do that?
Jiffy Pop is garbage, and you know it. And
There was
on
a
that-
time where all we had was Jiffy Pop, Mark.
you're right. But look, hey, it doesn't say what time frame this blockbuster takes place. I'm just assuming it's 90s. And at that point, we had Act 2. So we can, John's going to leave a mess everywhere he goes. You can take that however you want.
Why I always bring a black light with me so I know in the morning where I left myself.
Wipe down the drop slot. I mean, that's just a common courtesy,
Yeah.
I think. Hey, we should probably take a break on that note because we have so much to tackle with this first half, and I think we need to decompress ever so slightly. What do you say?
That works.
Sounds good. I need coffee.
I wasn't paying attention.
That's
On
my
brand.
line.
Mm-hmm. So hang tight, folks. We'll be right back. Some skin will cost you extra. Welcome back to the second half of the show. Are we wearing pants? Boy, that first half though. I regret nothing. Join John's OnlyFans for skin. It's true. It's true. You will get more skin than you bargained for. Take that with what you will. You guys, what is on the docket for the second half?
So the plan was we were going to do a commentary of one of Lil Dicky's videos. That was while the old guard was here. Now, if you guys want to call an audible, I'm happy to call an audible, or we can go ahead and do that anyway. If you guys want to do a commentary, if not, we can just fill time. There's plenty of stuff going
Let's
on.
do a commentary to the pilot of Frasier.
I will be checking out
with that.
I will be checking out for the remainder of everything.
Oh, Rodney's not in for that, unfortunately.
I
haven't seen the pilot in a long time.
I'm down for whatever.
You down for whatever, Jeff?
Mm-hmm.
Take your top off.
That costs extra. No, not until we get the super chats going.
See, and that's the difference between me and Jeff,
Yeah.
right there.
John doesn't need a super chat.
I don't need shit. If it chases the fans away, I'm all for it.
Well,
Man, we got a ton too. Like we're almost into double digits here, fellas. It's something.
Well, let's share with your friends, everybody. If you like what we're doing, if we're keeping you entertained, you must tell your friends about it, because chances are they'll get a laugh out of our shenanigans as well. And we live to tease, McGee. You know this.
McGee got really excited there when Jeff started taking his shirt off. There might be something there. I don't know.
Hey, man,
She did put a picture of him on her crotch area. So
it's true. And but we know McGee is easily excitable, so we don't want to make her explode. So we'll just give her just a tease. It's fine. Look, I'm not against commenting on the Frasier pilot, and you know this because I'm pro Frasier, while you assholes are.
I'm not gonna make Rodney find stupid shows. Rodney, if you want to play the Lil Dicky video really quick. We can look it over and see what we're in for when we comment on Dave later in the week.
That's true. I guess that tracks. So yeah, why not?
And Corey missed the show, so it gives Corey a taste of what Lil Dicky's all about.
yeah, I've heard the commentary twice now, and it's excellent. I really want to see this show.
So this song's called "Ex-Boyfriend." It's by Lil Dicky. His name's Dave. We might want to make it a little bit lower so we can hear ourselves think. Yeah, there we go. And also because we don't want to get flagged or anything on YouTube.
Yeah, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
They love
Sorry.
flagging.
Yeah. So this was his first song. It's called "Ex-Boyfriend," and he got a following because he's funny. I think it's kind of funny that he's representing all these Philly sports. And I'm not a big fan of Philly sports, personally, being from New York.
Yeah.
I was really hoping by this point in the video we would have seen a cheesesteak already.
As a fan of other sports teams, it's like my obligation to hate Philly sports as well as their fans. So,
I mean, he was just beating off in his room, which is something I can relate to.
I mean, yeah.
If this is trying to sell me on the show, though, I don't know if I want to do this commentary. I gotta be honest.
I just feel bad for little Dicky.
For a number of reasons.
No, my favorite things about Philly are cheesesteaks and that time when Will Smith got beat up by some kids and then got taken to Bel Air.
He had to go to Bel Air to, he moved on up to the west side.
On a side note, if you would like to learn about the origins of the Philly cheesesteak, make sure you watch or listen to tomorrow's Hoot and Holler podcast.
That's one hell
So
of a
relatable.
tease.
Christy, really?
Which part's more relatable?
The comment came up with the girl in the thong was sandwiched between two guys, so maybe that part.
We've confused poor Rodney because we're not even talking about the video at this point. We're talking about Philly.
I mean, there's only so much we can do. We can't just sit and watch it because we will most certainly be flagged.
No, this is relatable.
Yeah, I know it's relatable because I know what it's like being the less attractive of the.
I know.
Dudes.
I feel it's relatable because every time I go to the John, I do that. I just stare at the guy next to me.
Just stare at the guy in awe of his massive schlong.
I do. I crawl under his legs like this. Sometimes I put dollar bills up.
I mean, do you do that and then just curse him out?
Yeah.
No, I mean, you don't actually talk to the guy. Then it gets awkward. I mean, I will say that Lil Dicky and Dave are a very fun show to watch. And he's clearly impressed by the ex-boyfriend. Whoa, what is that?
Well,
that was a penis with abs.
Oh,
that is officially my favorite part of this video.
That puts the those little wolf cop growths to shame.
Oh yes, I'm learning all the secrets of the men's room.
Yeah, this is what goes down in a men's room there.
Christy, when you go to the men's room, the first thing you do is wash your hands. Then you walk up to one of these urinals and you make sure you get as close to the next person as possible. Mm-hmm. Stare them down, something wicked. Right? And don't just stare at them in the eyes. You stare down. You try to look as impressed as you can, and then you stare lovingly at their eyes. So maybe they give you some space. Then when you're done, you give it a couple of jiggles. You flush. You wash your hands. You grab a paper towel and go out. But some people don't wash their hands, so you have to watch the germs, COVID and all.
Yeah.
Can I just say, I don't know how old Lil Dicky is, but and I know this is just a video, but if you're a grown man in your mid to late 20s or early 30s and you're wearing your school Letterman jacket, stop. Just stop. You look like an ass.
I like to think Little Dicky is like Screech in an alternate timeline.
Just less of an asshole than, the guy playing him. So yeah, that was Little Dicky with ex-boyfriend. You don't need to hear the lyrics to get the gist of what that's about. I mean, Screech does. Yeah, Screech kills me.
Yeah. He's a kinder, gentler Screech.
So Samuel Powers is not a good guy. Him and Marty Jannetty are not guys that we're going to talk about on this channel.
Oh, yikes! Yeah, no. We don't talk about Dustin Diamond or Marty Jannetty ever. So yeah, that was Little Dicky, and I can definitely see how that even just part of that track would be a precursor to the show Dave. Tune in because it is quite hysterical. I was the one that was sort of on the fence. I didn't like the promos for the show, and I didn't think I was going to get into that show, but these guys forced me to watch it and do a commentary, and I gotta say it was hilarious. So you never know, people. Don't judge a book by its weird cover.
I mean, Frasier looked like dog shit, but if you watch the pilot and you're hooked, right?
Pretty much, and I never thought Frasier looked like dog shit, but that's just me.
Can we replace Rodney with that penis with arms?
He would be he would be a lot more entertaining. So I'm with that. Or
I don't know if we could sell that on a T-shirt though. Or a face mask, or
okay. Here's the deal.
What did I do now? I'm like defending Frasier. I can't win with her. She just hates me.
This is the deal, Corey. You're too wishy-washy. Just stick with it. Frasier sucks. Okay, it doesn't matter because Christy's not going to agree with you either way. You just proved that.
Doesn't matter what I do.
But more importantly, if we replace Rodney with Thor penis with giant arms, right? Will Christy put that on underwear too?
I think she'd put anything on underwear at this point.
Yeah, Christy wants to buy this shirt.
Christy wants to buy a penis with arm shirt. There you go. And see, look, McGee will buy the underwear. We will put that on some underwear, and when that sells like hotcakes, Rodney the dumb green snake is gone. And
Not a snake. He's a monster. Maybe we'll just make that Rodney's penis.
It's just like the feelings mutual, Rodney. The feelings mutual. Shut up.
You know, the last guy who was producing the show, I promised him that I would present Rodney in all his glory, and maybe all his glory is a flexing penis.
I don't know. Well, look, we're almost wrapped up here, but we've got other things to discuss, and it's not that. I think Jeff, you should bring us into this final discussion.
Okay. I think I know the one you're talking about. I didn't look at the notes or read over them, so.
So Jeff has no idea. So let me help Jeff out.
Wait. At the top of the show,
I think he knows.
Mentioned
Yes.
Bigfoot.
I said keep Sasquatch in your brains, folks, because it's going to come back in a big way, and
So
here we are.
I have a feeling this has something to do with woolly boogers, so let's do it.
So,
All right.
So it's a simple game we're going to play, guys. Which I was hoping Jeff would run, but Jeff doesn't read the notes. So I'll run the game now, and it's simple. The world's going to hell in a handbasket, so to keep people's minds off of things, pitch me your plan to find Bigfoot and make the world a happier place. It's that simple. Right? Like, you have all the budget in the world. You can go, you have to tell me where you're going, what your equipment is, what your team looks like, and what are you going to do to bring this creature to the world. So I'll start because I can tell you're all deeply thinking about it, and maybe to help you out a little bit. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get that crazy guy from Jurassic World who learned how to fly his own helicopter, the guy who like ran and owned Jurassic World. But I want him to, yeah. But before he died, he was like crazy flying helicopters. I kind of want that guy to fly my helicopter because he barely learned how to fly one.
You want that guy flying? Okay.
Yeah, I do, and I want to fly really low over the woods of Washington State, like just all of them. But like where like the bottom of the helicopter is like skimming the treetops, and then I want to have a couple of cameras hooked up to the bottom, where we are broadcasting live on YouTube to the world. So as we catch images and glimpses of the Sasquatch, we can kind of Google Earth it and go back to where we found them.
Interesting. Is
Okay.
that your pitch?
Well, not my whole pitch.
Oh, there's more. Okay.
So the other thing I want to do is I want to get a reporter, and I was thinking, like, who better than Tom Brokaw, right? Like everyone, the world trusts Tom Brokaw. We kind of miss him, doing news reports live. So I want to take a couple of cables, and like the feet of a helicopter, hook the cables up to the foot of the helicopter. So Tom Brokaw is like hanging, staring up back at the helicopter, and the camera's at the helicopter, reporting as the helicopter is flying over the woods. So that's the backdrop.
Interesting. Okay. I see where you went.
Yeah.
All right, Corey, you got a better pitch than that?
Well, the part of the thing was to make the world a better place. So I would, I know of a Bigfoot hunter. His name is Dr. Jimothy Pickles. He's based out of Wisconsin. He focuses a lot on werewolves, but I know he's also big in his, what did Christy Binkley say? Goddamn Sam Squanches. So I'm going to go looking for those goddamn Sam Squanches, in the majestic redwoods of Northern California. And when I find him, we're going to get him affiliated with the Libertarian Party or something, and he's going to run for president, because that's really the only way I can think of making the world a better place, because he can do a better job than whoever the hell you Americans are putting up there now. So go get him, Sam Squanch, new president. That's how we're going to make the world a better place.
You're not wrong, Christy. Absolutely. And Corey, you are also not wrong with that final statement. That is absolutely true. I suppose for me, I think we offer Mr. Squatch the chance to better his life, and I think what he would excel at is a law degree. And we, instead of the SNL skit of Frozen Caveman Lawyer, we make our new district attorney Sasquatch, Mr. Sasquatch.
Don't stop there. Sasquatch for president 2020.
That's what Corey said. I mean,
That's what I
like,
said. Are you
Oh,
listening?
I
at
really
all?
wasn't. I'm
So-
sorry.
so basically it's
Holy
this.
shit! I literally just got done saying this. Oh, I got a great idea. Jesus, Brown Study. You outdid yourself tonight.
Yeah, wordplay, and that is a callback, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta
Oh,
check
man.
into the show. That I could not have planned that better. We didn't plan anything. Good job,
Sorry,
Jeff. Thank you.
sorry.
Thank you for always keeping it on brand. So basically, my idea is just the precursor to Corey's. You know, he's got to start somewhere, so he becomes a very well-to-do lawyer, the district attorney, and then later he becomes our new U.S. president. So there you go. Jeff, among all of those things, and you can't take any of our answers,
Mhm.
do you have another pitch for Sasquatch in a better world?
I like what I think it was Christy just threw up Ionic Sasquatch. That's pretty cool. Actually, what I would do is I would invite you guys to come with me because I think it would be a great opportunity for the show. You know, we might even have like our engineer who's off screen come with us, and you know, we go camp out. All we need to take with us is a saxophone because I've been on YouTube and the Sasquatches like playing saxophones. There's documentaries on there all about it. So I would do that. Maybe invite Ken Knapsack and Mark Riley to come along. I kind of feel like they would dig it. And, you know, we either all disappear and become part of the missing 411, or we find the Bigfoot and get famous and rich. Or we find the Bigfoot and he just serenades us with some sax music. I think it's a win-win-win. Well, except for where we all disappear.
What if he offers you some Jack's Links jerky, but he bought it from Montana?
Yeah, that would be a hard stop.
What if he offered you some of Zach's bullshit chicken wings?
Zaxby's?
I'd do that. I mean, you know,
I really hate this Zach so much.
Sasquatch.
actually, you know what, guys, I'm actually going to California for Star Wars Celebration next week. So I could maybe do a little side trip over to the Sierra Nevadas. I know that they've recorded sounds of Bigfoots over there. So maybe I'll swing over there and see what I can find.
No,
Yeah,
I
you-
got a better idea, Jeff. Why don't you go to California next week and for something Star Wars Celebration, and then while you're doing that, go over and try and find Bigfoots too. I just thought of that right now.
That's a great idea, Corey.
I think both ideas are real winners, but let's just be completely clear, Jeff. You're not going to go to the Sierra Nevadas to find Sasquatch. You're going to find their home brew and just pound them.
That too.
Speaking of pounding, Jeff,
Yes,
you know what?
please.
that wasn't the Bigfoot they heard in the Sierra Nevadas. They used to have a Blockbuster there. I went there once, and they recorded some sounds.
It was a lot of gibberish. You must have really been enjoying that movie.
So what I was watching, just so you understand, it was the first time I had seen Fast Times at Richmond High, and maybe that makes more sense to you.
This would be, if our engineer is listening, this would be a great time to cue up a sound that maybe came from MacGruber.
Oh, the engineer doesn't have that sound, and the other engineer is fired.
Rodney doesn't have fingers and thumbs, so he can't.
The other guy would have
operate
done
a
it
soundboard.
magically.
Yeah, you know, but just that's another reason to fire Rodney. What a useless. Anyway, yeah. Oh, see, classy. He can't even spell. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. What else? What else we got? Star Wars Celebration. That's awesome. I'm actually kind of amazed that that's still going to be a thing. But I think you might have one of the better seats in the house because, you know, it's since it's not going to be all virtual, but many people are probably going to go that route. You may be one of the few braving the crowd, so be safe in that journey as well.
Yeah. I don't have it over here. I got a Darth Vader. Here it is. Look, I'm ready to cosplay and everything. I got this Darth Vader mask, and I've got like a little, one of these masks like we wear for the COVID.
Oh yeah.
With Darth Vader's mouthpiece on it. And yeah, I'm ready for it. It's going to be awesome. And if you want to get one of those Darth Vader masks for the COVID, you can go to deadcelebrities.com. And they have like a lot of cool masks.
Yeah, that site's fantastic. Corey, I'm going to put you on the spot here because we're going to try to stretch the show out just a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
Today, Corey, you pitched a show to me.
Yep.
I think a good way to close out the show this week, because the guys I don't think know about the show you pitched to me. Why don't you pitch it here on the air to the audience and Jeff and Mark, and they have the right to green light it or just stop you with a red light right now. I'm going to give them that power.
I promise to pay attention.
We'll see.
Okay. Earlier today, I pitched John an NFL podcast, a pick'em podcast, pretty much. John versus I throughout the entire year, breaking down and picking the multiple NFL matchups every single week. We'll pick all the games. We'll have a lock of the week where if you hit your lock of the week, you get a point. If you miss it, you miss a point. Upsets of the week will be worth 2. And just have a little competition between John and I throughout the football season. That's the show I pitched earlier, and John came up with the perfect name, which I'll let him announce.
Yeah, so we're calling it backdoor cover because it has so many connotations, right? And based on that, I feel like Mark would be a listener, even if he could give 2 shits about what's happening in the games.
I watch football.
I know you watch football, but do you give a shit what's happening?
If it's not New England, no.
Yeah, see.
But see, we're picking against the spread, so we can help you win. In Canada, we call it sports select, but there's legal gambling with football games. You can pick against the spread. So if you're interested in a little gambling, John and I can help you in that regard too.
Well, you talked me into it. Okay.
So what I've heard is backdoor
Yeah.
and spread,
Yes.
which are necessary if you're going to eat the ass, which is a callback to the beginning of the show.
Well done, Jeff.
Well done, and it all comes full circle. Obviously, Jeff likes the back door.
I like this whole idea for this show. I think it's great.
Actually, I'm very curious about it. So we will have to ponder that more backstage. But hey, you know what? I think Jeff kind of gave us the best. Oh no,
Rodney's coming in hot.
Is this more breaking news? Is this going to be worth it, Rodney? Because if it's not, then I'm going to be very furious.
Oh,
you're fired, and we're gonna roast you on a.
This isn't me. My hands are on screen.
Wait, Rodney trolling Mark is some of my
hands
favorite.
On screen at all times, please. Hey, we are Feeding the Monster. That'll do it for the main show. I got nothing else to add to it unless you guys do too.
I want to throw something out because John is the master at polls, and Christy just hates me for whatever reason. So I want to really piss her off tonight. She was mad last week because we assigned Mark as her BFF, her best friend. She wanted to choose herself, but I thought it'd be fun if we let our viewers pick who Christy's pants panel best friend should be. I'm already out of the running because she hates my guts, but we have Rodney, we have Jeff, we have Mark, we have John. So I'm hoping John will put one of those polls up. And by next week's show, we'll have an answer as to who should be Christy McGee's best friend.
Oh, I thought you said I was good at the polls. I am good at the polls. I'm not good at the polls.
No.
You could do look. You could put that poll up, but I guarantee you that's a losing battle because you've already talked shit about her favorite show, and so you've lost at that point.
I have not talked shit about our show, Mark.
Her other favorite show, starring Kelsey Grammer. That show.
Yeah, not her favorite podcast, aside from the Afternoons and the Knapsack Files and 100 others.
Yes, but you know what? Speaking of her favorite podcasts, Corey, where can she find your podcast? Where can all the people find your podcast?
Well, you can find my podcast that actually featured the lovely Christy McGee one time every Thursday right here on Feeding the Monster. Next week, you're hearing this on the podcast form on Tuesday. On Thursday, you're going to hear my 10th episode, which is on one of my all-time favorite movies, The Commitments. And actually, I brought in a friend of mine from my film school days who I hadn't spoke to in about 27 years. And we reconnected over The Commitment. So that's a good show. And then I just taped one today with one Jeff Saunders that turned out pretty well. And I can't wait for you all to hear. But that's every Thursday right here on Feeding the Monster.
He recommitted in that episode. Be sure to look out for that. And also look for him, I believe, on Twitter and Instagram at CD Morissette, I think is your
That is
handle.
correct, sir. Yeah.
There it is. Jeff, where can the good folks find you and hear you when you're not talking about the back door?
Well, that's not very often. But anyway, you can catch me doing the Hoot and Holler on Mondays and the Truly Bizarre World here on the YouTube channel on Saturdays, the weekends. Yeah.
It is it is truly bizarre. I assure you guys.
Yeah.
Please do. Super easy to find that. It's right here. If you're watching this, you're watching our YouTube channel. John, what about you? Where can the good folks find and listen to you?
So you can find me in my living room this week. I'll be watching Doom Patrol. I just kind of rediscovered that. It's fantastic. I recommend people go watch that show.
I will echo that sentiment 1,000 times over. I am shocked how good that show is. I have not dove into season 2 yet, but that'll be a treat. I just got my HBO Max account, so we're good to go there. Watch Doom Patrol, folks. And hey, you can find me at Mark the Bat on Twitter and Instagram. Also here on the Feeding the Monster podcast. Thank you, McGee. Right here on the Feeding the Monster podcast feed, Rantings of a Maniac every other Thursday. It's usually just me, ranting about some things that I'm passionate about or things I don't like. It doesn't matter. Got some great feedback from the episode I just did with our own John Mariano, talking about the kaiju and the king of all monsters himself, Godzilla, and then this other guy who thinks he's a king. Also, Rantings of Maniac. Nope, I just plugged that. The Friday Night Dive. Listen, I know that there wasn't a Friday Night Dive this past Friday. That is because we were sans internet. It's a long story, and I'm not going to go into it. But now the internet is back. We're good to go. Right here on the YouTube channel for Feeding the Monster. Please subscribe. Give us a like, a thumbs up, a rating. Let us know what you guys want to see and hear from us from now on. We really, truly appreciate it. Also, subscribe to all wherever you get your podcasts. We're there. I'm going to let that comment slide, Christy. And Money versus Lizard. Anyway, look, I love you guys in the chat, but you've completely thrown me off. I guess I'm not as professional as I thought I was. So that'll about do it. Thank you guys for tuning in. That is the show. Are we wearing pants? And by the way, yes, I am.
Right. This is for John.
Hey, bro, you mind putting on some pants? I find it a little weird I have to ask twice.
Pants at a time like this, I don't have any.
Nicely done.
We're still here.
We are.
Where's the